We're going to use CompenSure to do an AI payroll review in one click. So this is the payroll, it shows what the work has been paid. This is the timesheet, it shows when they work. This timesheet has 500,000 rows in it. And this is the contracts, which state what each worker is entitled to be paid. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the contracts and the timesheet and then compare those to work out what the wage the employee actually earned was. And we're going to compare that to the payroll and see if it's actually the same. Now, we have introduced 2 errors into this payroll. Actually, we've only introduced one, so I'm going to add one more here, and I'm just going to say this person gets paid a bit more. So this is the wrong one. We'll have to keep this in mind. January 31st, Fry. So now we've introduced 2 errors. There's this one and another one. And we're going to see if the AI can pick up on that error by comparing the payroll to the timesheet and the contracts. This is all going to be done in one click. So I'm going to start right now by going to the predefined workflow that I've already created, and I'm going to execute it. And it's going to start running. And as we can see, this workflow, all it is just some text commands that I've asked it to do. So it takes the contracts, extracts all the data from the contracts, then maps all the workers together, finds all the payroll periods, and then calculates the wage for each payroll period using the contract data and the timesheet data. And then finally, we've asked it to actually analyze and find the errors. So it's now off doing that in the background. Here we go, we can see it started running the tasks and it's doing all the checks and stuff, and slowly this will build up. And now we just have to wait for it to complete. So hopefully it'll pick out these 2 errors, and yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna do some emails. Okay, so looks like we're done. All the tasks are finished, they're all completed. So what do we have? Well, we started off with the payroll and the timesheet, and all the contracts were in PDF format. So first, what it did is it gave us a CSV spreadsheet, which gives us all the information in the contracts, mapped all the workers to the correct IDs, and it found out that some workers only existed in the contracts and didn't exist in the payroll or the timesheet. Oops, don't do that. And then finally, we've got the wages here. So it found out there were like 500-ish, 500, 600 different payments, and it matched them correctly each time, except it found that there were these 2 discrepancies. One was the one we just introduced, where we increased the payment of Fry by a tiny bit. There you go. Found the wage error. Excellent. And then the other one is this Beard MC, which if you look at the original data, he's been paid twice, and he's been paid $0 twice when he actually did some work. So excellent. 2 errors in this huge haystack of different PDF documents and 500,000 lines of timesheet data, and it just found them by itself. I didn't have to do anything. I actually got a lot of work done in the meantime. So that's how CompenSure works. Give it a shot.